Do you need to replace your solid-state amp for Seeburg's Chicken Sam or Shoot the Bear's tube amp? You probably recognize this amplifier. It's the amplifier from a Chicken Sam game by Seeburg. These games are very popular and very collectible. However, the amps are usually missing from the games, or they are missing parts or damaged beyond repair. I'm going to show you something now that you probably never expected to see. It's a game running without an amp. You'll see in this conversion, which is a war-themed conversion, not the original Chicken Sam, but it's the same basic operation. The figure moves back and forth, and the shooter can shoot at the figure, and he turns and the bell rings when he's hit. You no longer need the actual amplifier. What you see here is something called a Ray board. It is a solid-state replacement. This allows you to use and play your game without the original internals for either the Chicken Sam or Shoot the Bear gun stand or the original tube amp. I put details about this on the website mechanicalarcade.com. You can see how it was built there. It requires a motor to drive the figure, a holder for the board, and a transformer to provide power. I also had to modify my gun to use an LED so that it would work with my board. This is actually a benefit because using an LED is much more reliable than the original expensive bulb that was used in these guns. It also will not burn out like the original bulb, and it's even brighter than the original bulb. You can see here I'm wiring up a trigger mechanism. This is the lamp I used. I modified the bayonet base to hold an LED. Here's everything installed. This is my prototype before I cleaned it up. I also made some rough connections to test the scoring mechanism. You'll no longer need one of these amplifiers again with your Ray-O-Lite, Chicken Sam, or Shoot the Bear. In order to use this with the Shoot the Bear, you have to make some modifications. For mine, I needed a different type of sounding mechanism than a bell, so I took some PC speakers and a Radio Shack sound device. And on the Radio Shack sound device, I recorded an original Shoot the Bear growler. So now instead of ringing a bell, the Ray board will activate this sound device. It will play that sound, which comes out through the PC speakers. Of course, I've taken the casings off the speakers and just mounted the electronics directly to the board so that it takes up a lot less space. Now on the Shoot the Bear, when it registers a hit, it doesn't ring a bell, but it triggers the recorded sound and it plays a growler sound through the speakers. The Ray board was very easy to set up. I have my power and I have a heftier stand for my motor. The gears that I used on top of the motor are standard type gears which are commonly used in lawn and garden equipment. You can find more details about what I used and the entire project at mechanicalarcade.com. The entire circuit is very easy to hook up. You connect your score lamps, power, a relay for the trigger switch, you connect your bell, your motor, and you can connect the shot sounder, all just like the original Chicken Sam. From the outside, no one can tell the difference whether this is a tube amplifier or a solid-state amplifier. They both operate exactly the same. You can replace the expensive and hard-to-find 923 or 928 light tubes with an inexpensive light sensor from Radio Shack. I hope you'll be able to use this information to restore your Chicken Sam and make it work again. If you're waiting for an original amplifier, you're probably never going to find one. I haven't seen one come up on eBay in many years, and it's unlikely that anyone will part with one because if someone has one, they probably have a game to go with it. And there are far more games without amplifiers than there are amplifiers. If you have a game, either a Shoot the Bear or Chicken Sam or any of the conversions, this Ray board can bring it back to life. Check it out at mechanicalarcade.com, and there are a limited number available at classicarcadegraphics.com.